the doctor called me and he's like, you've got a serious urine infection. Like, you need to come pick up, like, antibiotic prescription now. And I was like, literally. Good morning, guys. So, it's just about to be 10 o'clock. My nurse hasn't come yet, which makes me nervous because if you guys know, the last time when she was meant to come, it was also the day I was admitted to hospital, but she never actually came because they thought I was still in hospital from the day before when it actually been, I mean, I went in on Tuesday, they sent me home, and then I went back in on Wednesday, but then they admitted me. Anyway, long story short, I think it'd be nervous that she's not, like, I would have thought she'd be a bit early, but then again, you don't know if she's got held up with another patient before me, blah blah blah. But yeah, so I'm just waiting for her to come at the moment. I'm really not feeling well today. You can probably tell I'm not as bubbly, I guess. I literally have had about 100 mils of feed, maybe a bit less, and I've had to just switch it off. I was in that much pain. And obviously you guys gotta remember, I am on no anti-sickness and no motility medication. I haven't had anything since about 2 o'clock yesterday, or maybe a bit before, maybe like 1 o'clock yesterday. So I'm feeling pretty rough. I've already been sick this morning, mostly bile, which worries me. I'm gonna talk to my nurse today and say, you know, if an NG would be good to drain my stomach while I don't have any medication, because I'm meant to be trying the metoclopramide today again, but I'm really not hopeful, and I'm not getting that prescription until way later today, so I don't know if it would be good to be able to drain so I'm not being sick. I haven't drank anything orally today just because of how rubbish I feel, and I really don't want it to come back up. Also, every time I'm sick it does risk this tube coming up, which, God, if it does, I'm screwed. But yeah, so that's basically the update. If you haven't watched yesterday's vlog, I will leave a link down below. Go check it out.
I don't need the internet for skills. Okay, I'm going to do them on the hard floor over here, if that's alright.
Hey my beautiful people. So my nurse has just left. She's been here about an hour. I'm trying to think, what can I say? Like, there was nothing really, like, it wasn't like an exactly successful visit, shall we say. Basically, I've lost weight, which I wasn't really expecting to gain, but I wasn't expecting to lose, so it was kind of like a bit of a bummer. We talked about switching feeds to a pre-digested one, so I'll probably tolerate it better. But apart from that, she also thinks I have some sort of low blood sugar condition, but she's gonna, basically it's more like a review, so she's gonna, like, she's wrote loads of notes and stuff, and she's gonna go back and talk to, like, the hospital and the dietitians and figure out, you know, where to go from next. But the next time I see my dietitian, it will be a regular one. She was just like kind of like a fill-in. But anyway, yeah, that's the update. I do need to go to the doctor's in a bit to drop off a wee sample and pick up some medicines, but they won't be ready till this afternoon, so we'll see. Hey guys, so I thought I'd do a little bit of an update. My nose is running. My lips are really chapped. I don't know why, but they are. So basically, I went to the doctor's earlier, and I don't know if I mentioned, but my dietitian thinks, or the nurse that came, she thinks I've got like some sort of like blood sugar problem, to do with, I know EDS can cause like blood sugar disturbances and stuff like that. So if anyone has any experience with, like, especially hypos, because this is something I've had since I was about 5 or 6 when I had my first hypo and, like, collapsed. So let me know what, I don't know, not what treatment, but, like, if you have a condition related to, like, EDS or some sort of genetic problem or something, let me know, because all my doctors are a bit, like, confused at the moment. Like, they don't really know, like, they never really heard of anything like this, and especially because I'm getting hypos while I'm on my feed as well. That's why they're a bit confused as well, because that shouldn't be happening. But yeah, I went to the doctors, gave them my urine sample, and the bloody guy at the desk, they're meant to test it straight away, and then if it is, like, positive for a urine infection, obviously they do send it to the labs as well, but that takes 3 days to come back. So if it is positive, they're meant to prescribe antibiotics. But he goes, oh, we can't test it until after, like, the surgery's finished, like, basically after all the patients have gone. Like, the doctors are still there for a little bit because they have to do write-ups and stuff like that. So if that is the case, and I do have a urine infection, which I'm pretty sure I do, like, I feel rubbish, and I'm not even sure, it might even be in my kidneys at this point, because the hospital left me when I was telling them when I first started getting symptoms, which was like last week, and I asked them to test my urine, and they took the urine off, and they never, I don't even think they tested it. Yeah, so if it is urine infection, then they've got to wait for a doctor to prescribe something, then it's going to get sent to the chemist, and all that malarkey, which is going to be like well on into, like, 6 o'clock tonight. And then Tom said, well, he's going to pick up my metoclopramide prescription and Duoderm and some other stuff that he needs to pick up from the chemist. So he said, when I pick that up, I'm going to go into the doctors and be like, have you tested it yet? And if they haven't, just be like, we'll do it now while I'm here, because I'm not coming back again at 6 or whatever if it's positive. So I've got just this incredible stomach pain. I've had to keep switching off my feeds. I just can't do it right now, which I feel like a failure, and the fact that I know I've lost weight makes it even worse, which is why I've changed into this, because it's baggy and it makes me feel less skinny. My mouth is so dry and I really want to drink something, but I'm so scared of being sick without any anti-sickness or anything. So I just keep swilling water around my mouth and spitting it out, and then I've got lip balm that I keep putting on for my lips because they're really dry. But I mean, they're really dry, but they're really chapped, so I give up with my body. Hey guys, so I basically just got woken up from a nap. The cardiologist called me, or the cardiologist's secretary called me, and she was like, oh yeah, we haven't seen you when we were meant to see you ages ago, and you've also kind of got some worrying test results about your heart and stuff, so we kind of need to see you, so how about tomorrow at 4? And I was like, are you actually kidding me? Like, I've been waiting for ages to get an appointment, and we've literally been ringing around the houses trying to get in contact with someone. And then Tom spoke to someone this morning, and they were like, oh yeah, Dr. McDonald is all booked up until September. And I was like, right, well, I saw them in February and they said a 3-month appointment, so it should be 3 months. And then we explained about the SVT and the heart rate and everything, and they didn't give a shit. And then next day I'm getting a bloody call from the secretary of Dr. McDonald saying, oh, we've had like an urgent letter from your GP and from switchboard and all this stuff. Anyway, so tomorrow at 4 I have a cardiology. Oh, sorry, I have to keep swapping arms. It's hard to hold up the phone. I'm having a really bad POTS day, which is a bit inconvenient. It'd be better to have one tomorrow so they can see how bad it is, and that's like with medication. I'm pleased about how quickly cardiology actually got back to me. I only saw my GP yesterday about the fact that I hadn't had an appointment and that my medications were reacting with other stuff. So he literally wrote the letter yesterday and they've already responded. So that means if cardiology's got the letter, that means gastro must have the letter as well. So if gastro don't get back to me, then I give up with them. Anyway, I've just opened a heat pack. For those of you who are wondering what I use the self-adhesed feminist. I know the feminist ones because they're for like period pain, stomach cramps and back pain. It's the Masterplast ones, and I basically use them, and they come in that little, I've shown them before and people always ask about them. They look like this. I don't actually take the sticky back off because then it's just kind of a pain. It's easier to just hold it and then you can dropping your phone. It's easier to just hold it, and then kind of if you do want to stick it on your clothes, you can stick it on your clothes. I've had to stop my feeds again. I can't do them at the moment. I'm just in way too much pain and I'm trying to get some sleep and rest, and I keep nodding off and it's just too much with the feeds, so that's why I'm not having them at the moment. Yeah, so yeah, but that's it. I'm probably gonna try to go back to sleep. I just thought I'd update you guys on the current situation. I might try and have a shower later, but I doubt it. I'm too exhausted, but I really need one because my hair's itchy and this tan is starting to get super patchy. You don't even tell that, look at that circle right there. So everyone's like, oh, it looks so flawless. I'm like, yeah, maybe it does like here, but on my hand it looks a bit patchy, so I definitely need to wash some of this tan off, I think. I mean, it's like on my, like stained to my skin, but if I scrub hard enough, it'll come off. So guys, we're at the doctors. They still haven't tested my urine. It'll be at 5:30, they said. And then if it is positive, then I'll probably get a call saying, oh, come pick up antibiotics. And I said to the guy at the desk, and I said, I'm not running back and forth. I've already been here twice today. I'm not going to keep coming back and forth, back and forth. And then the pharmacy messed up, saying that they'd have metoclopramide when they don't. So the only thing I've got is bloody Duoderm, which is a huge, massive box of them. But they don't have the metoclopramide, which is ridiculous because I need that to help me with my motility and sickness, because I've been sick twice since this morning, not including this morning, so 3 times a day, which is mainly just bile or whatever's left in my stomach, I don't know. Tom brought me a hot chocolate from Starbucks. I've literally had a few sips of it and I feel so nauseous, even though it's only a little baby one. I don't really want any more of it. I'm just kind of sick of this. It's just wearing me down. And they messed up one of my grandma's medications, so then we had to go into the doctors, and she literally just got a phone call from them saying, well, your prescription is ready. We got there and said, well, it's not here. So we went into the doctors, because the pharmacy is there and then the doctors is here, so they're right next door to each other. So then we went into the doctors saying, right, well, she's had a phone call from somewhere saying the prescription is ready, and then this woman comes out and she's literally looks like an orange, like she has the worst fake tan ever. And she was like, oh, well, you can wait for it if you want. Well, we will wait for it because my grandma has no blood pressure medication. She has really high blood pressure as it is, even with medication, so she can't do without. So we waited for it, and then my POTS at that point was just, I was like literally half passing out, and Tom literally had to help me to the car. And then my heart rate was super high. Well, it still is really high, but not as bad now that I'm sat down. So he's had to go and wait for the prescription, so that's what he's waiting for at the moment, and then we're going to go home. I'm probably going to sleep because I'm exhausted, and I do need to have a shower today because tomorrow I'm busy all day. I'm going to have to come back to the doctors again tomorrow to get my metoclopramide and possibly antibiotics. Then I have my cardiology appointment, and then I'm seeing my other grandma, and then Saturday morning is my hair. So my hair needs to be washed today, this is the only day I could do it. I'll be too exhausted to do it tomorrow. Like, Tom is going to literally have to wash it and dry it for me. I don't think I'm going to be able to do much. I'm already knackered and all I've done is slept all day. But I definitely think I've got some sort of infection. There he is. Anyway, yeah, I'll update you guys in a bit.
Stop being mean.
Guys, Tom has a sore throat, so I'm letting him use that difflum spray. It's making him gag though.
My tongue's like, nah, man's gonna get into the back of my throat.
It's funny why he's using a toothbrush, he's trying to hold down his tongue. Is it really that bad?
Yes.
How do you think I go on without a Now
Nice.
I think now you understand what I actually go through, don't you?
It works quite well.
It does work. Wonders. At the time today, we're back at the doctor's. Tom is in there at the moment, I don't know if you can see him. He's at the desk. That guy right there. So the doctor called me and he's like, you've got a serious urine infection. Like, you need to come pick up, like, antibiotic prescription now. And I was like, literally, I've just been here and you're calling me to come back again. And now the pharmacy is shut, so I'm going to have to drive to Tesco's. I'm so done with hospitals and doctors. So Tom's gone into Tesco's to pick up the prescription, but when the doctor called me saying like, oh, you need to come in, like, you've got a bad urine infection, we need to give you antibiotics, and he was like, you've got an NJ tube, haven't you? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, oh, okay, so liquid's probably better then to put down your tube. And then because I'm allergic to a group of antibiotics called cephalosporins or Keflex, as it's called some places, I'm pretty sure, he was like, oh, like, I want to give you amoxicillin. He's like, you've had that before, haven't you? I was like, yeah, like loads of times. And he goes, oh, it said the last time you had amoxicillin was in 1998. But he's talking about amoxicillin liquid. So I was like 2 then. Hashtag infections my whole life. No, I'm joking. But Yeah, and he's like, are you sure you're okay with that? Because there's a 1% chance like it can react with like the group of antibiotics that you're allergic to. I was like, no, like, I've had because every time I've had infections, I've just had like the tablet form, or I've had a different type of antibiotic. But I was like, yeah, like, I'm fine with amoxicillin. So Tom's going to pick up that prescription now, and I'm knackered, and then I'm gonna go home and sleep for like a week. That'd be nice if I could. Hey guys, so I did have that shower in the end. It wasn't as bad as what I thought it would be actually. My POTS wasn't as bad, but it still was bad. Anyway, I thought I'd end my vlog here because it's getting on now a bit, and I'm pretty much just going to dry my hair and then probably go to sleep. Tomorrow I have the cardiology appointment, but I also need to go to the doctor's again to pick up another prescription. I'm sick of, like, literally, I've been back and forth between that doctor's all of today, so I'm a bit over it now. But yeah, so that's the plan for tomorrow. Pick up a prescription, cardiology appointment, see my grandma, and then obviously on Saturday I've got my hairdresser's appointment. So, and then I'm hoping like just after that I can rest because I know I'm gonna be knackered. But yes, anyway, I'm trying to think what else I need to mention. I don't know. But anyway, I really hope you guys have a wonderful Thursday, and it's not too stressful for you. I don't really have an update on Lily yet. I'm going to text my mum probably tomorrow morning because she'll be sleeping now and I don't want to wake her up, just to see how Lily's doing, and then I'll give you guys an update because I know quite a few of you have been asking how she is. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I love you guys so much, and I guess I'll see you tomorrow.